In Germany, we have compulsory healthcare insurance. It's compulsory even for international students, not just for citizens of Germany, but for everyone. And it includes a lot of stuff. For instance, twice a year, you can go for a dental checkup. So you can just go to the dentist and they will check your teeth, see if everything is fine. I think once a year is as well scaling, like basic scaling. There is a lot of preventative care as well. So they will see and do some screening if you have any signs of cancer potentially. So for instance, as a woman, I think after the age of 20, you can go and get checked for cervical cancer every year once. And another thing that I think is really nice is that when you're pregnant, all the pregnancy checkups as well as giving birth, all of that is included in your health insurance. So it's pretty great. That is included for international students as well. So to get the visa to enter Germany as a student, you need to prove that you have that health insurance as well. So without that health insurance, you cannot even obtain the visa. It's a really important topic in Germany to have that health insurance. Even for international students, it's not just the health insurance that the government has as a prerequisite, but also the financial requirement. In the case of Germany, it's called a block account, where you have to put your money in advance. It's your own account, but it's an account in Germany. So you can prove to the government that you can sustain your lifestyle, your cost of living, because they want to ensure that international students do not end up like maybe homeless, they don't have money to pay, they start to get engaged in criminal activities. So I think in Germany, generally, we're always trying to plan ahead. And when a country has health insurance like that available for everyone or compulsory, they ensure that the society can be healthy. And as well, a lot goes into preventative care, so that it's prevented that something worse can happen to you or a sickness can be identified quite early on. Another thing which I think is quite interesting about Germany is that there are a lot of laws in place to support parents and children as well. It starts with when you're pregnant, you get maternity leave, or in German we call it Mutterschutz, which means maternity protection. And there is also an option of a so-called parental or parent allowance. So you can get some money as well while you're at home with your child. And it goes for both mom and dad. So that's pretty interesting. It's not just for the mothers, it's also for the fathers, to encourage that, fathers also spend those very important years with the children and have a bigger part in raising the children. Up to 3 years, you get a so-called parental leave. And for a special time, you can also get that parental or parent allowance from the government. That of course depends on how much you made before, and generally the government is really trying to support parents and families, because in Germany we have a problem with the birth rate. The birth rate is very low, so the government is trying to give a lot of different incentives to people to have more kids. Another thing that we have is called Kindergeld, which directly translated is children money, but I think you can probably say it's also an allowance until your kid is 25 years old, if the child is still in the process of getting education, not if the child is working already. So there are some conditions, but it's pretty good. I think currently it's about 250 euros per month per child that you get. So per child. So the government is definitely doing a lot to encourage people to have more children. We have a lot of old people in Germany. At the same time, we don't have enough young people because the birth rate is too low. So currently you could say that the German population looks a bit like this. So because the population in Germany is aging and there are not enough kids, the government has a lot of different incentives for locals, for Germans, as well as for internationals to come to Germany.